Hello, good evening. How's it going? I hope you're well. Thierry from Thierry from ThierryVAlexander.com here. We are in the Rise and Roll, in the Facebook page, on YouTube, as each and every single Thursday at 8 p.m. to talk about a topic which is linked to the blog that came out on Monday earlier in this week. So if you're new here, welcome. Excuse me. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Nice to connect with you. Let me know where we sort of came across each other and where in the world you are. I always love knowing where my people are hanging and where you are, enjoying life essentially. So I hope you're well. I'm just going to check that the sound is good and everything is working as it should. Yeah, there we go. So that's great. So thanks for coming on Thursday, each and every single week. As I said, we're meeting here at 8 p.m. Sharp, and we are talking about a topic which is linked to the blog. This week it is all about email marketing. I absolutely love email marketing. It really is one of my favorite strategies when it comes to business for various reasons. I don't know where you're at with this strategy. Do you use email marketing at all? Do you know what that is? Have you done it before? Maybe you're not anymore. Where are you at on that scale of you, using email marketing or not? Basically, is it a yes? It is a no? Are you thinking about it? Have you considered it? Have you done it and you didn't like it for some reasons? If so, what type of reasons made you not liking it? And in contrary, if you like using that strategy or are thinking of doing it, what is it that you like or the idea of using it that makes you want to do it, right? I know many questions are, thrown at you all from the beginning, but that will stir some conversations, if anything. So feel free to interact, whether you're on a replay or you're live with me. I always get back to you and I make sure to answer all your questions either on private messaging or in the chat that you can find below, of course. So, um, one tool that can give you more peace of mind. That is the title that I put today because truly this is what it creates. This is what it helps me to feel within myself when it comes to business. And so why why would you want to use this tool and why would it make you have a peace of mind? First, I'd say if you don't necessarily want to be, you know on social media each and every single day, yet you want to be present and share with your audience, then that tool is the great way to do it. You might want to gain more privacy or to have more control over your system, to perhaps build closer relationship. That is possible with that tool as well. And you can also, with this strategy and that tool, you can scale your business much better, bigger, easier, and faster, right? So these are the reasons why I absolutely love email marketing. This is the tool that I'm talking about, of course, right? If you didn't get it from the beginning with my little hint, email marketing is really truly the tool that allows me to create all this. And every single one person that I come across who's a serious business owner and uses email marketing in their strategy, in their plan, really feels the same about it. They feel that it gives more control. They feel that they gain more time back within their life and that their business can run without them being on task all the time. Now, yes, you're going to tell me, or you could tell me, on social media, you can also be there sort of constantly without being on task. I agree to a certain extent because you can plan on Facebook group, on pages or fan pages or business pages. These you can automate. You can use some third party tool. Actually, in fact, now you can even use directly Facebook itself from the business suite for the business page, or the Facebook group itself has the tool within your group that you are an admin of, and you can schedule your posts from there. On personal profile, you cannot actually automate anything. So always have a strategy around it to plan it with Trello and make sure that you are getting that notification via email from Trello letting you know that this post you've scheduled in there is now ready for you, or it's time for you to take it, copy paste it on your Facebook personal profile, I mean, right? So you've got all those areas, strategies, possibilities to be always there and not necessarily being on task when it comes to social media. Yet, social media sort of requires, in a way, especially on personal profile, maybe less in a group or in a page. And group depends what type of groups you're having, but on a personal profile, it's gonna like sort of expected of you to be present every single day or so, right? If not, maybe sometimes even multiple times a day, 2 to 3 times. It's probably the most that you want to go if you are posting multiple times a day on a personal profile, because otherwise your own posts are actually competing against one another, and that is completely useless, right? It's you spending time making great content and not actually getting the reward for it, because not everybody is going to see it, since all your other posts might be competing against it. If you upload or published a post 10 times a day, right? So that once upon a time was fine and good and it was working, not anymore. So 2 to 3 times with about 5, give a big bracket, but a big wide range of time, but like between 5 to 8 hours in between each post. Okay, so it gives time to the platform to actually generate it, to put it in front of your audience's eyeballs, etc., etc. So this is all nice and good, yet you've got to be there. um, and and I see it from my own personal experience right now. I'll be honest with you, you can go and check it out, that I'm not so uh, regular at the moment on my social media, because there are plenty of stuff happening, some potential rebranding, which I will obviously talk when on due time. We are moving houses. It doesn't look so because we've done one box, which is right next to me. One box, and we're moving in 6 days. We have a 2 bedroom flat to pack and move. So I've got plenty of things going on. I've got, like anyone and everyone, but primarily I've got some rebranding going on. Hence, my social media on my personal profile is not so regular. And I've got some people asking me, I've been having people for a while like asking me, how is it going? Are you okay? I don't see you much. Or have you changed your strategy? Or, things like that. And yes, I'm okay. Yes, I know I haven't changed my strategy. I have just prioritized what is important for me right now, and I've got a lot of brainstorming to do, etc. Anyway, so all that to say, however, that via email, I haven't had these kind of comments. Although I can see who is opening my emails, I can see who's reading them, who's clicking on what, etc., etc. So I get there's definitely interactions and engagement with my email content, which is great and awesome, because that means you are enjoying what is being sent over to you. I'm glad to know that. And if it's ever not the case and you would like some changing, let me know, because I always ask a question and I like to receive some feedback, which I can then act upon. Although there are some changing coming on, so you'll be in the known if you're in on my email list. And the reason I didn't get any such messages, let's asking me if I'm okay, why am I not so active, and why have I changed my strategy, or what this, why that. The reason behind that, it's because um my my way of communicating with my email subscribers hasn't changed. Unlike my Facebook followers on my personal profile, which have seen a slight reduction of posts. I haven't done stories for a while, etc. But my emails Monday, Thursday, and Saturday are going out. That is said, that's in link with the blog, with this Thursday Facebook live, with the Saturday recap email where I'm sharing everything and more, and I'm communicating there. I'm giving a little bit of a glimpse of what's going on in the background, in the behind the scenes. So it hasn't changed much, and I don't feel pressured with emails. I don't feel, although I know people are opening them, I can see again who's engaging, interacting, responding, clicking, etc. It doesn't feel pressuring to use email marketing, because I set them prior, and I set them and go, right? I set them and go, and that is the beauty of it. This is why I don't feel pressured with that strategy. This is why my subscribers on email haven't seen a difference in my interaction, and this is why, if you don't feel like being constantly on social media and having the pressure of having to post each and every single day, etc., which you might not want for whatever reason, then email marketing might very much likely be the strategy that you're after. And since I've actually applied this in my business, it has changed many, many, many things. It feels to me like I've got much more freedom. I've got much more control. I've got the liberty to say what I say, how I want to say it, how often I want to say it, etc. So there's plenty of other advantages that are also linked to having an email marketing system in place. Leveraging automations are two of my favorite words, and definitely are elements that you can use. Now, obviously, you also know that each and every single week I am, if you don't, you will, because I've said it earlier, but you might not have been uh, watching this from the beginning if you're live. Now, each and every single week, there's a blog coming out on thierryvalexander.com, like you can see right here. And actually, there's a little /123 because we're on episode 123. And this week episode is actually all about email marketing, as I said. Exact to be precise, the title of this week blog is 3 reasons why email marketing is important for your business. And I kind of mentioned a few of them, I mean, one or two of them in what I was talking, that it gives you more control and automating and go and some other things, that it gives you an entrance door. Well, an entrance door is required. It might gonna sound a bit abstract what I'm saying here. If you go back to the blog by just going onto thierryvalexander.com/123, let me put it a little bit bigger. There we go. Then you will get access to the blog. It will give you a little bit more depth on each of the sections that I briefly mentioned here, and you'll get more details on there. And also, you'll get access to a freebie as each and every single week. This week, it is very um, congruent with what we're talking about. It is a challenge, a free 5-day challenge titled the Simple List Leverage. That free 5 day simple list leverage challenge is all recorded. you've got lifetime access to it, and meaning that you can review it at any time. You can start it immediately, have access to everything immediately, and review it as often as you'd like, even if you are experienced in email marketing. Going back to the basics is always very good. I do it. I review this exact challenge, which is not run by me, by the way. It hasn't been recorded by me. It's by a very successful entrepreneur that is eight-figure earners, multiple eight-figure earner, and she is explaining how to set the system together, how to attract your first leads, and how to communicate with them in the best way possible, right? So if you want this challenge, just go on this link here and that will give you access to this. You'll see there's like, in my blog there's always the video and the written version. Below the video, which is pretty much at the top, then below the video you'll see there's a yellow button that you click, and then you get access to the challenge or whatever freebie on any given week that you are checking it out. So the reason, now how, I mean, obviously I can give you an answer here, right? Like, how can you do it? How can you start your email marketing system? How to make sure that it works? How to make sure that you're doing the right thing? Then I've given you an answer right now, right? You can go and get that free challenge, which has been recorded by an eight-figure earner. It's completely free and it's lifetime access. But I can tell you this: there are different platforms that you can use. The one that I personally use is called Aweber. Let me know if you know of that platform, if you heard of it, if you use it perhaps. The reason I use it is because their customer service is absolutely 5 stars. 5 stars. I mean, if I could give more stars, I would definitely do so because they are absolutely exceptional. They also give a free version of, you can have a free account up to 500 subscribers, so it gives you plenty of time. The only downfall with the free account is that you are limited on the amount of lists that you can create. So what does having a list mean? Is that in your email back office, you can create a list of subscribers, a list for the subscribers you want to talk about, let's say marketing, a list for the subscribers you want to talk about nutrition, well being. That's me, by the way. I've got those two lists. Uh, Another list for the challenges, but like, don't get too hung up onto like, oh, I need more lists and I absolutely need to go with the paid version, although that was me as well, because I was already kind of like in an advanced strategy with some coaches and all this. So I had multiple lists, but you don't have to. I have one primary list. Actually, I could remove everything else if I wanted to and work with only one list. So you can really get benefited from the free plan of Aweber. And there are other platforms like Mailchimp, Constant Contact, which other, Thrive as well. That's a very advanced one. So different platforms, just need to know which one works for you. For me, Aweber has been working. It's great. And yeah, so if you need, a referral code for the free account or what, then let me know. I can send you a link, no problem. But now, the how you've got to put in place your system, or also how do you make it work, is by collecting leads. You've got to collect the potential clients, the audience that is interested in what you're talking about, in what you're offering the marketplace, and the people that are really gelling with you and the people you are gelling with as well. Okay, meaning that you are really liking each other, that the no like trust factor has been put in place. So before finding the qualified leads that are going to be opening your emails, clicking on links that you're putting in there, buying from you from those emails, you have to primarily to first and foremost build your audience. You've got to know who they are. And when I say build your audience, you've got to choose Who is it that you want to serve? You get to choose when you're in business. Use that power. Do not get any and everyone because they're coming your way. Say yes to them if they are in alignment with who you want to serve. It doesn't mean that every single person is going to be in alignment with the avatar that you're going to create. Yet, make sure that they're in alignment with some of what you're looking for in a person. Okay, don't look at people as dollar sign or pound sign or currency sign in general, even if it's crypto sign, whatever it is. uh, Make sure that you're building an audience that you are interested to serve and to interact with on a regular basis. Your work is going to be so much easier, so much more pleasant and fun at the same time, believe me, because I tried at some point to serve an audience which was the makeup artist, because I used to be a makeup artist once upon a time. And I thought, and I remember when I got in business back in 2012, a year after I was a makeup artist, I got into marketing business and network marketing and all this. And I thought, oh yeah, makeup artists are definitely an audience that needs this stuff. They need to know. And when I got to specialize myself as a coach and marketing coach, I thought, yeah, I mean, it makes total sense that I want to help them with their marketing because they're so good at their art, their craft at putting makeup on people's faces or themselves. Yet the business side of it, for a lot of artists, in fact, is the downfall, right? And let me know if you're an artist and you can relate to this. Maybe you don't like admin, you don't like business stuff, you don't like the marketing. Yet you may know, and if you don't, then let me tell you that it is so important, because that's the reason why there are so many talented people out there with their art that are not successful financially wise in life, because they discard the business side of what they are doing in the world. And the business side really is how you're going to impact people. How Who are you going to approach to share your art with? But anyway, I'm digressing here. And so the makeup artist, actually, after a while, I mean, very quickly, I felt like I was in misalignment with, and nothing wrong with makeup artists, right? And if I've got a makeup artist coming my way and saying I need help with marketing, I'll be glad, because that's a person who's open minded. The reason I didn't click with prospecting the audience, this specific audience, is because every time I was stumbling across people that were close minded. And I know the benefit that this audience would get. I'm open to help anyone from this market that is really willing and understanding the importance, really willing to apply and understanding the importance of marketing within their business. I have fun with makeup artists because I know exactly what to do, how to guide them, what to direct them towards, etc. So it would be really fun, but with the open-minded people, of course. So I know what I'm looking for in people. It's not just the field, it's not just the specialty. It is a whole, right? It is a whole in terms of the personality. I want open-minded people, people that are also enthusiastic, that are optimistic, that are wanting to learn, they are hungry for learning, and that also have empathy and compassion for their people that they want to serve. Right? These are the people that I'm looking for beyond the skills, beyond the hard skills. You know, there are hard skills and soft skills. Hard skills we can teach that, right? We can teach. Soft skills are acquired thanks to life experiences, and this is not something I can teach. This is not my role anyhow, to teach soft skills. So now I know what I'm looking for in people in terms of soft skills, which is even more important than the hard skills, because I'm there to actually teach them, to coach them about the hard skills. Do you get it? But the point of it all that I'm trying to make here is, do not get too hung up on the audience. Move very quickly if you don't feel aligned with it. Don't get too caught up into the, yeah, but this and that. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Just move on. Okay. So um and yeah, and that's the reason I wanted to talk about email marketing, because it's so important. And when you have the right audience, the qualified leads that want what you have, you've crafted the message that is talking to them in terms of their pains, challenges, desires, and the bridge which is being filled, the gap which is being filled thanks to your solution you're providing them with. You're there for the long run, but that might take a while. However, having email marketing in place is going to be a way of you to nurture your audience much better, easier, and scale much nicer without having the pressure of constantly showing up. There's a different relationship. People don't expect, I mean, you can send every single day some emails, and that's fine. Even if I was sending emails every single day, I would still feel the freedom because I'm setting them up most of the time and go. Except the Saturday one that I keep as a live one. I'm writing. I send it just right after I've written it, um, to keep that kind of like live interaction, if that makes sense. Anyway, that's a whole personal perception. So I hope you got value. Let me know if you did, and remember, if you want the blog of this week with the more in-depth explanation of some of the points we talked about here, and also the free 5 day simple list leverage challenge, which is recorded by an multiple eight-figure earner, then just go on this link here, 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 and then you will see below the video there's a big yellow button that you can definitely not miss. Click on it, and that will give you access to that challenge, lifetime access. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to save it for when you're ready. You can go and take it, and you have access to it at any time. So let me know if you got value. What was your biggest takeaway? If you are having other tips or some comments that you would like to share them in the chat box below. And otherwise, you can also contact me privately if you have any other questions that you would like me to answer on a more private basis. And I'll be happy to support you in any ways that I can. So, on that note, thank you so much for connecting as each and every single week. I send you love, kindness, and compassion, and obviously lots of success in your business and life. Lots of love to you, and see you on the next episode. This is a wrap. Bye bye bye.